Adelaide Footy League fans, it is time to announce the Team of the Year. I'm Tommy Javor and I had the distinct pleasure of putting forward my team to the selection panel at the Adelaide Footy League, and what we've come up with is an outstanding group of 22 young men who make up our Team of the Year. So without further ado, let's give you the team starting in the forward line. The first forward pocket is Brodie Latham from the Tea Tree Gully Football Club. With 46 goals for the year and 8 times in the best players, he's a fantastic small to medium forward. He's clever, he's crafty, and he's consistent, and he was the leading goal kicker in Division 1 in 2024. At full forward, it's Broadview superstar Johnny Boris. That's right, the big bad bustling bozzer kicked 41 goals, the runner-up in our goal kicking. He stayed at home often in the cage, did a lot of the ruck work in the forward line, and was a great target for the Broadview Football Club and a big reason why they weren't relegated in 2024. Congratulations, Johnny. In the other forward pocket is Cam Rankin from the Sacred Heart Football Club. A classy midfielder who's been selected in the forward pocket, Cam Rankin polled 16 votes in the association medal. He appeared in the best players 10 times, and when Sacred Heart were at their best, he was leading them, and he's a fantastic young player to watch. Over to the half forward line now, Lockie McNamara from PAC. Lockie is a superstar. He's dangerous, he's sharp, he's versatile. He appeared in the best players 11 times this year. He was PAC's leading vote getter in the association medal, and when PAC were on song, he was generally firing. Congratulations, Lachlan. Our centre-half forward is Will Rivers from the Brighton Football Club. Despite being relegated, Brighton showed a lot of good signs this year and were only a kick away from staying up in Division 1. Will kicked 34 goals this year. He appeared in the best players 8 times. He has traditionally been the key defensive pillar, but was moved up forward this year and was a revelation, who not just hit the scoreboard, but competed hard at every contest. Our other half forward is from the Glenunga Footy Club. It's Charlie Pridham. Charlie Pridham was an absolute star this year. As Tony Neal says, those fast twitch muscle fibres are always going. He's a quick mover. He's skillful by hand or foot, often getting onto his left foot. He works incredibly hard up and down the ground. He appeared in the best players 11 times and received 11 votes in the association medal. At 20 years of age, Charlie Pridham has a huge future. Let's have a look at the centre line now. We'll start on the wing with the best winger in the competition, unanimously named Lewis Johnson from Golden Grove. The leading possession winner was outstanding. He was able to push back and push forward. He appeared multiple times in the best players and received a lot of Player of the Year votes for us. Congratulations to LJ on the wing for Golden Grove. In this centre, well, look no further than Abe Davis from Glenunga. He's also our captain of the team, so congratulations. He pushed forward and kicked a whopping 41 goals. He appeared in the best players 14 times, and he is back-to-back Keith Sims medal winner with 30 votes this year. Abe Davis was the best player in the Division 1 Adelaide Footy League competition. And on the other wing from Port District, Louis Sharrod. Louis appeared 8 times in Port's best and fairest, playing 14 games. Port's turnaround was very much on the back of the appearance of Louis Sharrod. He continued to poll in our Best Player Awards. He was outstanding. His work behind the ball and pushing forward of the ball is a pleasure to watch, and he was an easy selection for the other wing in Team of the Year. Whilst we're in the middle of the ground, let's have a look at our on-ballers, and the starting ruck is Glenunga's Geordie West. He appeared 12 times in the best players, 13 votes in the Player of the Year award. He's very much been the difference to free up Abe Davis, that extra big body in the midfield. It's great to watch him ruck. His tap work is great. He also has a good ability to grab the ball and dance through traffic. Geordie West is our starting rucking Team of the Year. Our ruck rover is PNU's Matty Nunn. 14 times in the best player, featuring strongly in the media awards, and 20 votes on medal night. His leg speed, class and fitness are a joy to watch. Watching Matty Nunn play football is always exciting. Our next on-baller is Jake Pittman from Golden Grove. He received a whopping 25 votes in the Keith Sims medal and was the runner-up. We call him the pig dog or the mud man because he's in and under, right under the umpires' noses. He's a tough, hard on-baller, always gets plenty of votes because he's always around the football. And starting on the half-back line, we've got Brad McKenzie from Payneham, the left-footed architect. He's a distributor, he's a great user, and he's the man who Payneham like to have it in his hands. He sets up a lot of their forward forays and is very damaging by foot. Appearing in the best players more than 10 times this year, he will be in the Payneham best and fairest, no doubt. Our centre half-back is Johnny Reid from Spock. Johnny has been a revelation this year, playing key defender and key forward, which resulted in kicking 28 goals. He finds himself at centre half-back though. When Spock won games of footy, Johnny was generally in the best player, a fantastic player who plays a good, strong team game. On the other half-back flank, it's Joey Haynes from Port District. Featuring in our media awards strongly and appearing in the best time for the club on 7 occasions, he stands out with his red hair, his fast movement and his long distribution of the ball. He's dangerous from half-back and will be huge for Port District in their grand final this week. In the back pocket, we've got Zach Smith from Glenunga, a lovely intercept mark, and he is without doubt one of the best lockdown defenders in the Adelaide Footy League. Players often not getting a touch when he is on them has been a familiar sounding story this year. Zach Smith, whilst not having the best first half of the year, his second half of the year has been simply outstanding and he'll have a big job to do in this week's grand final. Our fullback is from Golden Grove. It's Aiden Thatcher. Appearing in the best players 10 times, the statistic that really stands out to me is that only one player kicked more than 2 goals on Aiden. He performed his role admirably all year for the Kookaburras and I expect him to feature in the best and fairest at the club. Now, our final back pocket is actually an on-baller, as often happens with these teams. From Sacred Heart, it's Seb Kerrish. In the best players 12 times. What an outstanding season that is. He amassed 12 votes in the Association Medal, the Keith Sims medals. He's a classy on-baller and a beautiful user of the ball. Often does drop behind the ball because they like him to be the distributor. Again, a great footballer and a worthy recipient. Let's have a look at our interchange now. And the first player is Sam Parsons from Glenunga. Sam's role is often underestimated. He goes back or forward. When playing forward, he's often the link man and creates the connection to the full forward line. In defence, he'll have to curtail often the tool from the opposition, a really important role as a utility. He has managed to amass 24 goals for the year and in defence, shut down many an opponent. Congratulations to Snips. Our next player is Scott Lysett from Port District. He comes in as the second ruck, probably needs no introduction. In the best players 11 times, did very well in our media awards and 14 votes in the Keith Sims medal. It's recently out of the AFL. Not too much more I need to say about the great Scott Lysett. Our next player is Tom McDermott from Sacred Heart. 7 times in the best players, a very, very good user of the ball. He had a tremendous season and was super consistent for the Shockers. They like to get the ball in Tom's hands and he's a very good user. And our final selection for Team of the Year is Malachi Carruthers from St. Peter's. Whilst only playing 11 games, he was in the best players 8 times and was very much the leading reason for Spock retaining their position in Division 1 in 2024. Which brings us now to the coach of the Team of the Year, and look no further than Nathan Grimer. Despite no less than 14 at times of last year's grand final team being unavailable, he finds a way to reinvent and develop players. He's a great coach and our Team of the Year coach. Congratulations to all 22 players selected. Obviously, it's an arduous process to select a team like this. There was a lot of discussion between the selectors. I just want to give a shout out. There'll be some very, very unlucky players, but to be in the best 22 players is a difficult challenge. Just a shout out to the players who are within a whisker of making it. Sam Gray, Bradley Noble, Chris Olsen, Steve Jackson, Tom Wagner, Jed Spence, Josh Glenn, Decky Fay, Cam Shenton, and there's probably a bunch others as well. You've all had outstanding seasons. We hope you've enjoyed our selection of the Adelaide Footy League Team of the Year.